What's the name of the show?
Ya tú sabes.
No, pero ¿cómo se llama el show?
Ya tú sabes, the Spanish language culture show. Vámonos pues.
Vamos.
Hi guys! Welcome to Ya tú sabes, brought to you by Open Language, the Spanish and Latin American culture show. Hi, this is Cynthia.
Hey guys, this is Jason.
Okay, so today we're talking about yerba mate. Yerba means herb, and yerba mate is sort of a tea. They're leaves from a tree, and people drink it. Mm-hmm. It's a tea.
And this has become super popular in the United States in the last 5-10 years or so. And one of the reasons it's becoming so popular is because, of course, it has caffeine. So people are not just drinking it because it tastes good, which I think it does.
Okay.
But one of the big things, of course, is that it has caffeine. Everywhere in the world has a caffeine source of some sort. In some places, people drink coffee, like the United States. In some places, they drink a lot of tea. So green tea in East Asia or black tea in England, things like that. And in parts of Latin America, they drink yerba mate, which is the special type of tea from the special plant, the mate plant, that has a special characteristic or quality.
Okay.
So, Cynthia, where is yerba mate traditionally consumed?
Usually people from South America consume it. Brazil, Brazil, Paraguay, Bolivia, and Argentina. Oh, and one more, sorry, Uruguay.
So it's mostly southern South America.
Yes.
So this area is generally called the Southern Cone. And this is quite different from northern South America, which has very different cultural characteristics. And so in these places, it's consumed a lot, right?
Yeah. You know, I've never had it. So I don't really know what all the fuss is about.
We'll be fixing that in a moment. You guys will hear about that in a little bit. But it's consumed a lot in these countries. In Argentina, for example, the average person consumes 11 pounds a year of this tea-like drink.
But in Uruguay, the average person consumes 22 pounds per year. So 22 libras in Spanish. And for Argentina, 11 libras.
So this is big stuff. People are drinking a lot of it. It's more than just how much people drink, but rather it's also a really central part to the culture.
Yeah, and you guys are listening to Ya tú sabes, brought to you by Open Language, the Spanish and Latin American culture show. If you guys are liking this lesson, then check out more lessons on openlanguage.com. And when you sign up, make sure to use the promo code GREATSTART, and your first month will be 99 cents.
So we're talking about yerba mate today, the caffeinated tea-like drink from South America. And as we mentioned, it's consumed a whole bunch in southern South America, in these countries like Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay. But one of the more important aspects is how it's consumed. It's not just people drinking it casually at work in a mug and that's it, right?
Yeah, there's a ritualistic sort of process to it, right? I've never had it, but you can talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I actually have a bit of experience with this because I spent a summer when I was 16 years old in Paraguay. And Paraguay is where a lot of this mate comes from. So I have a lot of firsthand experience with this culture surrounding it. So one of the big things is that there are two different drinks. There's yerba mate prepared with hot water, and then yerba mate prepared with cold water.
Frío, okay. So one tea está caliente y la otra está fría. See? Okay.
And so the hot one is just called mate.
Oh, mate.
Like the name, yerba mate. But the cold one, which is especially popular in Paraguay, is called tereré.
Tereré.
So Terere.
Tereré.
Tereré. A little bit difficult to say, but fun.
Tereré.
All right, so you have this mate and this tereré, but the most important part is how you drink it. So usually it involves you're sitting around with some people, and there's one person who has a special gourd-like cup. And that's called a guampa.
Ah,
in
guampa.
Spanish.
Okay, guampa.
It's more or less a cup, but made out of natural materials.
Okay.
And then you pour some yerba mate into that, just loose leaf, nothing, no bags or anything.
Okay.
And then you put the special straw inside of it.
Okay, and that's called a bombilla, correct?
Bombilla, yeah.
Bombilla.
And so it's a straw, a metal straw that has a filter on the bottom of it, so you don't suck up all of
that's
the
pretty
leaves.
cool.
Yeah. And so
Need
the
one of
person,
those.
they're useful, honestly.
Yeah.
And so this person who has the guampa and the bombilla, they also have a thermos of water.
Okay.
So how do we say thermos in
Termo.
Spanish? Termo.
Sí, termo.
Like the word in English.
Yeah, exactly, except no H.
Okay, so termo.
Termo.
And what happens is this person, what they'll do is they'll pour water into the cup and then they'll drink the tereré or mate, depending on whether the water is cold or hot.
Okay.
And when they finish, they'll pour more water into it and pass it to the next person. And it's always in a clockwise order.
Ah, okay.
And then that person has it, they drink it, and then they pass it back to the person with the termo. They fill it up again, and then they pass it to the next person in the circle.
Okay. Can you drink it by yourself, or is it frowned upon?
You can, but it's used as a social thing. You totally can drink it by yourself.
Okay.
But it's definitely seen as a social thing. You know,
Okay.
whenever you're sitting around or hanging out, you take out the mate or the tereré and you start drinking.
That's what you do.
And when I was living in Paraguay, I was in a really rural community way out in the countryside. And literally anywhere you went at any time, someone would always immediately bring out the tereré and you would start
really?
drinking it right
So
away.
everyone likes it then. There are no picky people who are...
There may be, but you know, it's similar to tea culture in East
Okay,
Asia or coffee
okay.
culture
Everyone
in the United
does it.
States. It's just
Okay.
part of the culture. It's a really huge part of the culture.
Interesting.
And so, of course, like a lot of these drinks, a lot of these caffeinated drinks, it has a lot of good health effects.
Okay.
You know, it improves
Like everything.
mood. Yeah, it improves
Like green tea.
mood. It probably helps fight cancer.
and
or
diabetes, yeah. Okay.
But the big thing, of course, is that it has caffeine.
Yes, it wakes you up then.
It wakes you up very much. It's a bit stronger caffeine-wise than tea, but it's not as strong as coffee. But
Okay.
I think it's great because it's really clear. You don't feel jittery or agitated.
Oh, okay.
It's funny that entire summer I was drinking tereré nonstop the entire time, and I had no idea it had caffeine in it. I just remember I was going to the bathroom all the time.
Yeah,
and
and you're never sleepy.
I was never
tired.
I didn't feel sleepy once that summer,
Oh,
and I never
wow.
thought about it. And then after the fact, I realized, oh, there's a lot of caffeine in that.
Ah, that's why. Okay.
So even today, I drink it a lot. I think it's really, really great. And if you guys have the opportunity to try it, you should try it as well. And so,
Okay.
Cynthia, I know you've never tried mate or tereré before.
we don't really drink it. But we do have a cup here. Jason is so kind. And he brought in some yerba mate. So I'm going to try it.
All right, so we're going to do a live taste test. So, Cynthia, what do you think of the flavor of yerba mate?
Okay. Let me make a prediction first.
Okay.
I think it's going to taste really earthy, like herbs. It's going to taste like I'm drinking grass or something really strong, like oregano.
Okay.
I feel like it's going to taste like oregano.
Let's see it. Take a sip and let me know what you think.
All right. Oh, sí, me gusta. Sabe bueno.
Yeah,
Sí,
it's
sí,
sort of
sabe
like
bien.
almost like green tea, but a little bit different.
Sí. Una vez más. Yeah, it's not strong. Oh, never mind. There's an aftertaste that's a little strong, but sí. Sabe más o menos bien.
It tastes more or less good. So there you guys go. It has tons of caffeine, tons of wonderful health effects, is a huge part of South American culture, and it tastes not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely try it out. I recommend it. I put my stamp of approval on it.
All right, now you got 2 stamps of approval.
There you go.
And so if you guys enjoyed this episode or found it useful, make sure to share it with your friends and family so they can also enjoy Ya Tu Sabes.
Thanks for listening. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego. Ciao.